Joining me with tips on how to keep kids' learning skills active throughout the summer break are my guest from San Diego County Office of Education, Jessica Rapp-McCreary with the Learning and Leadership Division, and Alicia Butters, Learning and Research Coordinator with the Integrated Technology Service Division. And Jessica, how much educational loss do you typically see come fall?
Well, typically it's in the calculational skills, it's in the stuff that kids felt like they had to memorize towards the end of the year, or it's and oftentimes it is actually not used to being in the swing of things and not actually being ready to sit in a classroom for a full school day. And so there's a lot of various things that teachers will do in the first couple of weeks to review and get kids back in the swing of it and get them working together again in school.
Well, we call this the summer slide, which of course is not a dance and not a toy. It's actually this sort of regression that we're talking about here. But I understand it has sort of a disproportionate effect on kids in poor neighborhoods. Do we know why that is?
Well, typically kids in poor neighborhoods don't have access to all of the opportunities and experiences that other children may have during the summertime. They don't get to go on those big trips around the world or even across the country. They don't get to go to camps that are often very, very expensive. And sometimes they don't have access to things like libraries in their close neighborhoods to be able to stay intellectually stimulated.
Well, Alicia, speaking of which, could you give us some specific examples of how to counteract this summer slide?
There's quite a few examples. There's examples where summer reading programs at libraries that Jessica talked about. There are, if you do go to the library, there's technology at the libraries. One of my favorite things to do is have students visit websites. One of my favorite websites is ixl.com, which is a math website, and they can do math problems there, but they're fun. They're actually grade specific, and there's activities that they can do. Another website that I think is probably one of my favorite is Google Maps. They can map out different adventures on Google Maps by dropping pins and adding videos that they create on their own. Most students have...
So you could have kind of a virtual vacation.
A virtual vacation that they create on their own using their own smartphone or video camera.
And Jessica, there is some criticism, though, that kids are kept too busy today. They have these really strict schedules that are going from one thing to another thing, all these activities. Is there a place for some genuine do-nothing leisure time?
We all need time to relax and kind of kick back and enjoy our families and our friends and not be following a very rigid schedule. But I do want to add that learning can be fun and learning can be relaxing, and it's not about forgetting altogether any kind of learning experience, but it's if at all possible, relax, enjoy your summer, enjoy your family, but at the same time be involved in things that keep kids entertained in an intellectual way and in a relaxing way.
So, and Alicia, you touched on this idea of using the computer and technology to help stimulate kids' learning patterns. Any other ideas on that for parents?
Absolutely. Right now there's a big trend in getting students to code. There's even days of coding that are offered, National Days of Coding for students. But one of the
coding as in learning to code a computer program.
Yes, learning to code a computer program. And they have apps that start students off at pre-K. One is Scratch Junior, and the audience is pre-K to grade 3. And then regular Scratch, the audience there is from 4 to grade 9. And students can create their own programming. They can create their own video games through that. And it's a really great way to get them interacting with computer technology during the summer in a more relaxed environment where they don't have something due in a week. They can spend some time on it and have some real fun.
And make it fun. And Jessica, if you had to give advice to parents as they're preparing to send their kids back, we've got a few months back to school, either in August or September, what would be your #1 advice?
I would say get the kids involved in your daily decision making, you know, in a way where you open up your brain and you say to them, hey, we're going to the grocery store. I have $100 to spend. Would you want to help me spend it? Well, that's our budget. We need to make sure that we don't go over that budget because we don't have enough money for that. You know, and then you have them shop with you. You know, have them plan how much gas you need when you go on that trip.
So as you go along. Well, there's a list of educational and entertaining links as well for kids and summer learning at kpbs.org. Alicia Butters and Jessica Rapp-McCreary, thank you so much.
Thank you.